Manchester United fans, we need to talk. Ruben Amorim is under pressure, the media is circling, and some of you are already calling for his head. But let me take you back to 2020, to a different club, a different manager, and a similar struggle. Arsenal would have sacked Arteta in his first 2 or 3 years, but they didn't. And now, he's built one of the best teams in the league. United fans, are we about to make the same mistake? When Mikel Arteta took over Arsenal, they were a mess. Sound familiar? Unbalanced squad, toxic dressing room, years of poor recruitment, and fans growing impatient. The first 2 seasons were rough. 8th place, twice, knocked out of Europe, crushed by rivals. Fans were chanting Arteta out and demanding change. Sound familiar? Because it should. But here's the thing. Arteta had a vision. He wasn't afraid to make ruthless calls, even if it made the team worse in the short term. He knew that to fix Arsenal, he had to rip everything apart first. And now Arsenal are reaping the rewards. They trusted the process. Are we willing to do the same with Ruben Amorim? Now let's talk about Ruben Amorim. He walked into a club in crisis, and let's be honest, he never wanted to take this job mid-season. United's problems are not the kind that a new manager bounce can fix. It's deep-rooted. We've been here before with Ten Hag, Solskjaer, Mourinho, Van Gaal. Every time we think changing the manager will fix everything, but we're just treating symptoms, not the disease. Look at the squad he inherited. Players that don't fit his philosophy. A lack of leaders. A dressing room used to managers being sacked at the first sign of trouble. If we expect Amorim to fix this overnight, we're deluding ourselves. The similarities between Arteta's Arsenal and Amorim's United are too obvious to ignore, and if we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat it. Let's look at what Arteta did. He got rid of players who weren't committed. Aubameyang, gone. Ozil, frozen out. Mustafi, shipped off. He made painful choices because he knew short-term pain leads to long-term success. Now ask yourself, who does Amorim need to move on? Are there players here who are holding us back? This process won't be pretty, but it's necessary. Let's be real. The media loves a Manchester United crisis. Pundits, journalists, rival fans, they thrive on drama at Old Trafford. They want instant results, but that's not how you rebuild a football club. Do we fall for it again? Do we hit the reset button, sack another manager and start from scratch? Or do we finally do what Arsenal did? Trust the process, even when it's painful. Ruben Amorim might be struggling now, but if we back him, if we let him build his team, his style and his culture, we might finally stop this endless cycle of failure. Arsenal gave Arteta time and it paid off. Will United do the same? Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool was another prime example. It wasn't all smooth sailing for him in the beginning. In fact, he had a rough patch early on, but Liverpool gave him time and now they're one of the top teams in the world. We need to give Amorim that same kind of support, especially as he navigates the complexities of Manchester United. The reality is Amorim has a massive job ahead of him. The problems at Manchester United are deep-rooted. They go beyond just poor form or a lack of tactics. The club has spent years chasing quick fixes, and now it's time for a true rebuild, both on and off the pitch. The Glazers need to back Amorim fully. United needs a clear direction, and Amorim's philosophy of building from the ground up can be the foundation for success. But it will require time, and most importantly, the trust of the fans. This isn't a job that can be done in a season or two. It's a project that could take years to come to fruition. Ruben Amorim is known for his work ethic, his tactical intelligence, and his ability to develop young players. These are all qualities that will serve him well at Manchester United, but the club needs to support him in every way. If they do, there could be a real sustainable future ahead. That's the lesson here, patience and consistency. And I hope Manchester United follows this same blueprint with Amorim. While there will undoubtedly be challenges along the way, the club needs to give him the space to develop his vision and implement the changes he wants to make. Manchester United needs to get this decision right. The future of our club depends on it. Comment below, should United back Amorim or sack him? And don't forget to like, share and subscribe.